Polly, have you ever broke a male or female's heart?
Not that I know of.
Oh, you out here living the good life then. All right, okay. That was quick. JG, hey, aren't you in a fraternity where y'all are called pretty boys and informally you guys use the Playboy, but you know what? I feel like I'm judging you. Have you ever
Wait a minute,
so I
aren't
should
you
just
in that
ask the
same
nope, my
fraternity?
bad. My bad. I let your past influence my questioning.
What are you doing here?
I'm going off of stereotypes here. That was wrong of me. I was a little biased there. Have you ever broke a male or female's heart?
So, so here, my intention was never to do that, right? But I have, in retrospect, like, and the after action report came back. You meet up with somebody later on, and they're like, you really broke my heart, or you really. And I'd be like, oh, well, that wasn't what me. What's it? No, so that. But no, I wasn't out there trying to be like, oh yeah.
No. We don't care about your intent. No, we don't care about your intent. We care about the result. And it sounded like there was a couple conversations where you had to say, "Oh man, I didn't even know." Okay, no, we got our answer, brother. We moving on. That one's in the ether. That's what we wanted. Heartbreaker.
Is there anything better than a trip getting ready?
Nope.
For a long journey where our podcast released a new epi, searching for a fade fiending, new fixation. Giving this a subscribe is the same sensation. Started with the day ones, they gave us fuel to support the season. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here for a reason. Notification bells, text some friends, all to let you know. Check your Bluetooth, connect, talk your wisdom out.
Yeah, I'm back with the crazy cast of characters. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got JG and Polly Pockets. We're going to get to the business right away. I need to know, what is something that your parents or grandparents gave to you that you still keep to this day? JG, what is something that your parents or grandparents gave to you that you still keep to this day? It could be advice. It could be something tangible. What is it?
Then yeah, like lots of advice. My grandfather used to tell me, he said, son, it's nice that you want to go out there and be athletic and I'll play all this, like basketball, the football. He said, but the thing that you need to concentrate most on is that head ball. And, I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, he's sitting on granddaddy's knee, like, there's not a sport.
Yeah, head ball.
Head ball.
Yeah.
But, it was meaning that, hey, all that other stuff is good. And to be well-rounded, that's always positive. But yeah, you need to be more mentally focused and find something intellectual that you can do, because you can do that for longer. All this other stuff that you don't really understand when you're younger. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be, back when I was coming up, it was Isaiah Thomas. But I understand Mike is the GOAT. Like, I'm not fighting that, but Isaiah was like my favorite basketball player. Or,
I feel you.
All these other track athletes or anything like that. So when I had aspirations of doing athletics for forever. And then I got my first piece of furniture before I got married and all of that. Like, I still have that stuff that my mom gave. She was like, here, take this stuff. I just graduated the academy. She's like, take this stuff. And, that gave her an excuse to go buy a new, furniture set, bedroom set or whatever. And I still have a lot of that. I've got the coffee table and the end tables right now. So I'm still holding on. I got like some other stuff I got rid of, but yeah, that's it for me.
Polly, parents or grandparents that you still keep to this day?
So unfortunately, nothing from my grandparents. It happens. But from my parents, to be funny, betting, because my mom was all about betting and quality betting. That's the American dream.
that thread count. She about that thread count.
Especially on clearance, good deal that people, from Beverly Hills would be buying. That's her pride possession. but black and white photos, mostly of people I don't know, but at least, you know, it still tells a story, even if I don't know who those people are. At least maybe has a year of, you know, what it was like well before my time. But also, you know, like kind of like JG said, some tangibles. Like I still have a piano that, yes, it was part of my childhood. But it was not something that, you know, I necessarily got on my own. So for me, that's always something that will come from them, and I still have in my house, and then I can pass it along. It's not a fancy one. Don't think it's anything large and lavish. It's functional. It might need a tuning, like well overdue, maybe 2 decades worth of tuning, but you know, some people won't know that. They'll be like, "Oh wow, you actually have a piano." So that's
I was
cool.
impressed.
Who knows how long it'll keep making noise? We'll see. But at least I have that, right?
Yeah. So I'm not going to see you on one of those road shows and then be like, "So this piano," and they're going to be like, "Well,
oh,
this was owned by the Duchess of such and such."
I bet she don't know. She may be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it.
You know, I thought about that. Like I thought about that because like I don't even know what model this is. Like it could be worth something. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't ask questions about where it came from. Like I also have a bookshelf that's an antique, but I don't know how it was procured. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
You better check those drawers and like underneath the stuff, because like people hide money in those old antiques, right? You'd be like,
it's true.
Gold bullion.
Yo, JG, you trying to make her run off camera? She gonna be like, "I'll be right back." And she go. Look, CJG, look at you, man. You costing me views. Yo, I wanna switch to something. I'm gonna give y'all a couple banners here and there. We're gonna get a little to entertainment. Dua Lipa becomes the first female artist in history to have 2 albums with over 13 billion streams each on Spotify. Did you guys know that?
What I want to know is, can we stop with the first so-and-so? So
yeah, I get it. Yep.
I feel like there's always, like, we had first so-and-so, you know, in the past decade, and now it's like, oh, so you have 2 albums that have passed this amount, even though someone just had 2 albums that passed a smaller amount. Like, that's great, but what metric is that? Like, do you put that on your resume? Like, or is it just like Spotify update of the day? This artist now has 2 albums that have passed this many views. You know, like at this point, like, okay, so I can tell you, like, UT Austin women's soccer team won the first SEC championship, and someone might want to come at me and say, well, did you know that's only their first year in the SEC, so let's discount their accomplishment? But do I have to do it every year? Like, a second year of SEC, so and so became the first team. Like, at what point is it's an accomplishment, but at what point can we keep celebrating it as an achievement? So now I'm like, cool story, I'll forget it tomorrow.
No, and it's tough because we claim to be a meritocracy in a lot of ways and a lot of things. And like with sports, it's different, right? Because, and I don't know, one day we'll have to get back on here. We'll have to talk about like people, you know, where do the records go, right? Like, do the Lakers still send their records back to Minneapolis? No. If like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Charlotte wins, does it, you know, like, where does it go? Like, there's vacant teams. Like, if the Titans win, do they give it back to Houston? You know, those type of deals. And so I can get that, like, leagues change and they evolve over time, and so that's kind of weird. But you know, with sports, but with entertainment, it's really tough because I think most people would consider like your success being tied to the amount of money that you've made over a certain period of time.
Yeah.
With artists, it's different now, because before it was like, how many records did you sell? Like, I don't streams. What is this? You know, and now they're somebody's got an algorithm that says, hey, if you get this many streams, you can make this much money, or you're worth this much money to whatever platform you're doing it on, and then that residual, you know, trickles down to you in your pocket. But You're right. The numbers actually don't mean anything to a lot of folks unless you're in the industry, and so touting those things I think is more a game of trying to boost somebody's celebrity after the fact. So that's really what's really tough with entertainment, because like Thriller was the best selling, like that's the thing, and it sold this many records and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and that was the first time that had ever happened. But we had been selling records at that point in time, but 14 years, that type of deal. So,
yeah.
So then that was something to be said. I don't know if we've normalized in the streaming field at all, because now we just get bigger and bigger in this global economy, and everybody has access to all the same stuff. Before you had to go to the special BX or PX to get the special album or special CD or whatever, and now it's like. I think about it. I heard it. I'm going to do a Google search, and somebody's going to give me access to give my money to get access to that money, that music.
Yeah.
And also on that note, okay, we have streaming now, but artists who weren't, out when streaming was a thing, you can't account for how many times their music was streamed. If you're counting it being played on a cassette or a CD player. Right, you don't get those numbers. So yeah, Dua Lipa in 2024 may have this accomplishment, but that doesn't mean, let's just say Dolly Parton, because she's still out here making music. It doesn't mean like Dolly Parton surpassed those numbers in the same amount of time frame had streaming service been a thing in one of her decades of making music. Right? So it's a today metric that people are like, oh wow, but you have to like think about it, and like. JG said, like, what's the monetary aspect really for the artist?
I want to get point of view. Tom Izzo, he's the head coach of Michigan State men's basketball. He coached the NBA slam dunk champion, Jason Richardson, back in 2000. He coached Jason Richardson before he went to the league. And now he has a young man on his team called Jace Richardson in 2024. The son of Jason Richardson. How does that hit you guys when you think how long a dude's been coaching that he got the father and the son? JG?
Well, actually, it's crazier now because of the one and done system. Like if you think about it, back in the day, there weren't I think there were a lot fewer opportunities to do that because just coaches. But like I think of somebody like Coach K. I mean, I don't know how many years he coached at Duke, but if there was sons of Duke players, that I'm sure he's probably done that too. Or when Bobby Knight was back coaching and things of that nature. Yeah, I think the turnover in the players and then also the turnover in the coaches is so frequent now that is an amazing accomplishment indeed. And I'm sure. I'm amazed that we actually haven't heard of that, because we have so many father-son tandems or father-son playing now in the NBA versus not together, but there's one.
Yeah. There's one.
There was
one that everybody knows. But it's like all the other ones. It's like, okay, the Curry brothers, right? Well, Dell definitely played in. I think Dominique's sons may have played like. I know Karl Malone's daughter plays in the WNBA, so that I don't know if that counts. But but there's a lot of more of that happening now, and I think it's wild just from the standpoint of how good you are at your job to be able to maintain that job for those many generations to be able to coach a person, but also how well did you do as a coach that somebody's going to say, "Hey, he coached me. I want you to do the same for my son because
exactly
he to get into the NBA." Or I attributed some of my success and my opportunity to get to the NBA with you.
Agreed. Polly, how's that hit you?
It's fine. Isn't there, was it a defensive coordinator? Someone won the NFL, right? He's still, I can't remember what team, but he's still like, he's essentially like still coaching, still kicking at like, I don't know, almost 70 years old. So if you've got the mental capacity. I mean, some people at 60s, 70s, like, no, you should not be teaching or coaching anything. But other people are like, I still got it in me. I'm still spry. I still understand the game. I'm going to keep going until they don't want me anymore. And then, especially if they have the respect, clearly if they've got it, let them flaunt it and their skill set. So I have no issue with it.
We're going to stay on point of view. Let me read something to you guys. The fact that people think there's going to be a civil war when the majority of this country gets winded throwing darts. Come on now. Polly, do you think that, I hate to say this, the first word that came to me was Johnny. Do you think a kid named Johnny who gets winded playing throwing darts, sorry, JG, do you think that kid is going to rise up and participate in the Civil War?
I mean, it's America and anything is possible. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's
all I got. That's all
only
I got.
in America, right? Only in America.
JG, are we built for this? You know, we're the most overweight country in the world. Are we built for this? To fight? Are we in fighting shape?
Okay, so vast majority probably not, but I want to keep it light, but you'd be surprised what people can do underneath the adrenaline of whatever, the adrenaline of competition, under the adrenaline of anger, under the adrenaline of the potential gains and things of that nature. So I've done a lot of things that I didn't think I was going to be able to do, like I said, as a coach or whatever, and being coached by somebody, they just know what to say to you at the right time, or they could see something and through experience, and they would like energize you in that way. Like you played football, right? Like in the fourth quarter, your coach would say something crazy. Like if you actually sat down and analyzed, you'd be like, man, that don't make no sense. But he said it. Everybody was like, yeah. And then whatever, you guys got the energy or the strength and your technique right down at the right time, and that changed the tide of the game, and you guys could coast in, straight off that adrenaline. So although I hate to admit it, but yeah, it could probably happen.
Yeah, I was so curious about that, how you guys were going to be. All right, so this one is a little bit of news. A camel can drink salt and fresh water. They can even drink Dead Sea water and nothing happens to them. That's because the camel's kidneys, they leak the water, so they can separate it from the salt and fresh water suitable for drinking. And it's not just that. The camel also eats thorns. It doesn't hurt its stomach because their intestines, they have saliva that dissolves it. Thorns, they got 2 eyelids. One is thin, one's transparent. That's when they're out in sandstorms, sand from getting their eyes. They can control and change their body temperature. Do y'all respect camels a little more now? JG?
Yeah, well, my rule of thumb is actually always respect Mother Nature, period. Like people laugh at like all kind of things, like a platypus. Like, why would you what purpose is the platypus still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the turkeys? Turkeys is still here, right? Like, there are things that have been. Alligators carry their babies in their mouths. Like, alligators still here. So but yeah, I do respect the camel. But now there's like a whole bunch of other jokes, like if you have the camel and hump day for the commercials, but now like if you bring your camel co-worker a meal and you mess up his stomach, you can't cook for me, like all kind of jokes could be made of it. But yeah, no, I do. I already had respect for the camels. They're able to walk on hot sand and survive without water for X amount of days or weeks and months of time. So, yeah. I did not know about the double eyelid thing either, though. That's kind of weird.
I know. It blew my mind. I was hoping that someone else would be impressed there. I was going back and forth. I want to come back to you on this one, JG, because I felt like this one may not land well.
Oh,
Yo, JG, when I go to get my driver's license picture, is it wrong of me to keep asking for them to do redos, or should I be a one-hitter quitter?
How many? When you say keep doing redos, how many redos we talking about here?
7.
Okay, yeah, that's
Dang, you sound like you judging. So
Like,
why can't people get it right? Because we're in the selfie era, and so
right.
we are so much more aware of angles and where we are and lighting. That none of that can sway you, JG.
No, but so here's the deal: is like that should be even more reason why you should be able to go in and one hit a quitter. That like there are, most. Like you guys may not know this, but like most student organizations now, they say you can send in your own picture. It just has to be within these parameters, right? Like you have to have X amount of your face showing. You have to be in good lighting. You can't be, you have to be wearing these kind of clothes. Your background's got to be plain or whatever. But they have these requirements and say, yeah, you can take whatever picture you want to. And that's the only reason that I think you should be able to do that with the driver's license at the DMV and stuff like that. It's like, because I look. No joke, I look like those want ads that you see, or like when you go into the gas station, you say who got picked up over the week. That is what my driver's license is like, and I have to show that for professional things.
Yes.
So people have to see that picture, and it's like,
okay, no, I appreciate that. I'm glad you did that. Polly, how many redos you taking?
None. I mean, yeah, you should be able to go in and take it.
She woke up like this, JG. What?
Well, I mean, you have an appointment and what you're going in there for. But yeah, the people who do the selfies a million times, I mean, they don't do it on one take. That's why they have all the setup, because they're like, oh, maybe this, maybe that. So yeah, they're actually not ready to take a DMV photo. But yeah, you just go in there one. I mean, like, it's tiny. And I guess you pull it out, but who's really looking at that? I think they're at that point. They're just checking, like, all right, it looks like an ID, looks legit. Let's keep it moving. I don't know, unless they're like, oh, you look really young. Let's see, but I'm not there at that point.
When's the last time that you had to show a professional photo, or an ID for employment verification? Because that's would be the difference. Like
she hasn't.
Because they have to blow that up, and they're like, okay,
I guarantee you.
And then you walk in the first day, and that's like your new employee badge. You're like,
yep, Polly. I guarantee. Let me guess. I'm gonna say about 5 years. It's been 5 years since you had to show that at work to be verified. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't even know.
Boom! Good job, JG. You're right. You're right, JG. You're right.
I'm in the right type of employment then.
Yeah, you are. The rest of us.
Yeah.
Hey, JG, I'm looking for a new job every 3 months. What's she talking about? Nah, I'm joking. Polly judging me now. She judging me now. Hey, I got a question. There's a basketball coach named Mark Few, and he's up there in Gonzaga, and he has a son on his team named Joe Few. Well, in a game the other day, VJ Edgecombe went up at the end of the game. They were winning. So the coach said, let me put my son in. Joe, he puts his son in, and his son becomes a poster for the rest of his life. Gets dunked on, gets bodied. He got killed. He got massacred. Polly, what you gonna say to your son afterwards?
Talk to your dad.
Wait, you are the dad. So what are you gonna say to him? Maybe to make him feel better or to rub it in. You got anything?
No, either he shouldn't be on the team, or I just felt sorry for him. But
you did it for your wife. Your mama wanted you on the team, boy.
Probably, yeah. Sounds right.
Okay, JG, what are you doing if you're the dad and that's your son who occupies the end of your bench? And it was mop up time, but he got mopped up afterwards.
Look, we got, in front of the team, I'm going to give a regular, hey, look, great job. Everybody, contribute. I'm glad some cats got in there, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go back. Y'all, get in the cold bath. Make sure you ice yourself down, get some good sleep, have rest, and be ready to go in 12 hours so we get back to the ground. Got the grind. We got another game coming on Wednesday. And then when everybody walks out, I'm like, come here, son. Let me talk to you real quick. Say, man, I didn't put you in there to be embarrassing us. Okay? Like, you got your opportunity, and that's what you do with it? Come on, man. We are better than this. We work on this. Look.
Yeah.
Say, give him the hard foul. You saw he was going up. Did you not read the scouting report? You know you got a Pocahontas shoe. Come on now. So that's me.
Your son walking off the team after that, JG. I didn't need you to know that. He said, "Dad ain't got my back." Okay, hey, we go stay on sports. It'd be a current event. Look, so the University of South Carolina paid the University of North Florida, the Ospreys. I bet y'all didn't know that. $95,000 to come play their season opener in Columbia, South Carolina. Well, University of North Florida won that game over the SEC program, and that's their first win over an SEC program in school history. Hold on now. It's the season opener. We got everybody there. Everybody's excited about the year. We paid y'all to come in because y'all know y'all about to take a loss, and we gave y'all $95,000, and y'all still beat us in front of everybody. Polly, what just happened?
I mean, South Carolina should have learned a lesson, and that little school was like, "Well, if we're getting paid, we might as well make it worth our time," and they sure did. I mean, because I'm if South Carolina was like, "I'm gonna beat this team," don't assume. I mean, just because you don't play against them any other time and maybe you don't follow them, you don't know who they got. You probably didn't do your research on or you just thought, you know what, I'm South Carolina, I got this, and your players should be ashamed.
JG, how you feeling? You on the team? JG, tell me, you on the team? Y'all just lost, and I'm a reporter, and I put that microphone in your face afterwards. Hey, JG, your senior year here, and your senior year season opener. How do you feel after getting beat by the University of North Florida Ospreys?
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did. I was on the second row.
How do you think I feel about this? You know, this is embarrassment for us in the program. Look, I got my girl out there. I got scouts out there. I got my moms and my people out there. Man, I can't even enjoy my shrimp and grits tonight because of this embarrassment that we did. We didn't come to play. We took them for granted. We thought this was going to be an easy win. And now we're going to have to get back in there because we got, for the rest of the year, we're going to be clawing back and fighting to try to get somewhere in the SEC behind this loss. No, I'm not happy.
And that's my teammate who's a spokesperson, because me, I'm just no comment. And I just walk away.
That's the dude that actually wanted to talk. Nobody else wanted to talk about it. Hey, this one, dang, see, I keep stepping my foot in it, but nope, I'm going to keep with the rotation. Wait, no, I did ask Polly first that time. Okay, JG, this is you first. According to fact_blow, the average woman overpacks her suitcase by about double. A study of 2,000 women show that they need an average of 34 clothing items for a week-long trip, but will pack 60 just in case. Mm-hmm. JG, did you know that?
I can guess, but no, I did not know that. That sounds even extreme from what I would guess. Okay, so 7 times 5 is 35.
Yeah.
So they still missing 2 days worth of stuff. Like, I don't like. I'm assuming the ensembles of. I don't. Like it doesn't break out evenly. Like, you know.
No, I don't.
And I'm assuming we're talking about 7 days worth of stuff because it's a week. But okay. And women have long had overpacking issues for a while. And I don't mean to sound sexist, but that just in my experience, like the women that I've traveled with, the women that are in my life, even my little girl, I'm like, baby, we are going for this or this, like this or this. Like, you maybe need 2 or 3 different pair of shoes, and some undergarments and stuff like that. But for regular wearing out stuff, like you need maybe 3 nice dresses, whatever. Then everything else is like simplified. And then, you know me, military, like we roll the stuff in there, and like all I did is create a monster because she was like, "Oh, I got more space now." So it's like, I'm like, no. But and then so that's hilarious because you know they're packing all this stuff, and guess who ends up carrying it most of the time?
Yeah.
The bellhop.
I could see.
No.
She said, "Not you,
Wait a minute.
JG."
Polly is accustomed to a great lifestyle, ma'am. How often are you paying a bellhop to carry your book?
Hey, she just revealed some stuff. Hey, she just told you she got grand pianos in her house, Steinways and family heirloom. She got a Mozart piano.
Maybe I'm getting it for free. Who said I'm paying for it? Maybe I'm getting it for free.
So Polly, let's do the math like JG says. So if they're packing 60 items for 7 days, that's about 8 items a day. That'll get you 56 items with 4 to spare. Does that sound right? That a woman wears 8 items a day?
All right. So item to me is every single piece. 5 items could be one outfit. For like if I'm doing a workout, a day outfit, an evening outfit. Okay. So if I'm guessing 10 to 15 items a day, then yeah, that's valid because my goal is to work out 5 times during that 7 days. Maybe I'm thinking that I'm going to change from my day outfit if I'm doing a lot of walking, and then evening, maybe someone's going to take me on a hot date. There's your extra items of clothing. Or, you know, you didn't factor in like, are we going swimming? So I need swimsuits. What about what am I sleeping in? Is this I just met this guy and we're going on a spicy trip? Like that's extra outfits, you know, for every night. So, because guys don't do extra outfits for nights, but females might be like, listen, I gotta get in where I fit in. This might be my only time on the vacation. So absolutely, 64, whatever number you ate, 68, totally possible. Absolutely.
60, yeah. What say you, JG?
You guys have to wear a different bathing suit for each day you go to the swimming pool?
Not bathing suit, nighttime fun outfit.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Nighttime fun outfit.
Hours.
But you can't sleep in the same pajamas for a week?
When was the last time pajamas were sexy to a guy?
Today o'clock.
You're not on vacation.
I mean, if the fabric right, then it laying right.
You missed my story. I said
it's on some things, right?
If it's a vacation and it's a new male friend, you know, you got to still keep it spicy.
Oh, she did. Yeah, she did say.
You missed
it's the newness. It's the newness.
You got to keep it
new items for the newness.
You got
so me. Then wait a minute. Just real quick, Donald. What about the so do they have the averages on the male? Like what the men packing? We didn't get the stats on the men's.
Honestly, I wish I would have had that for you. I don't. But the comparison or the perspective was just that they are extra. So we were trying to get that y'all's opinion on them being extra. But hey, for the next one, I think I'm gonna pull that one back for the next one.
Wait a minute. Women are extra. Seems
on brand. Oh yeah. Let's finding out. Polly, am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, have you not met some men? They're a little extra too. How many glasses?
Hey, we talking about women that we ain't asked you that. We said, are the women extra?
And I'm just counter arguing that. Have you met some men that they need 6 blazers for a 4-day work trip because they gotta like socialize with one group and then socialize with another, and then they gotta wear the right hat and the glasses that match.
What if they're trying to keep it spicy? Like, but you just switch out the blazer. It's a whole new outfit. Like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Or the same shirt with 5 different ties, 6 different ties. Like, anyway, okay.
I'm okay with that. If carrying his own suitcase because the bellhop isn't gonna hook him up. So if he's fine carrying the extra clothes, that's okay. I'm not carrying it. You pack it, you carry it.
Point of view here. Ha'a Kialana, daughter of renowned surfer and water safety expert Brian Kialana, and she's the granddaughter of legendary Buffalo Kialana, carries a 50-pound boulder as she runs across the sea floor. This intense form of underwater training prepares her for the demands of big wave surfing. Her father teaches surfers to train for a 4-wave hold down, ensuring that they're ready for the real challenges of the ocean. With 13-second intervals between waves, that hold down could mean up to a full minute underwater. Y'all want this training?
My back hurts already. My knee. There's some groin pain just thinking about it. So I'm good. I'll pass.
Ain't you from California? Ain't y'all all surfers out there?
Maybe in a different lifetime. I got like 5 million lives. So
She said, not this lifetime, not today.
I'll be
JG,
sunbathing.
you served. I'm sure at the academy y'all was doing some combat water survival training, and you had to carry kettlebells from one side of the pool to the other in
Don't
case
give him
your
more credit.
plane goes down in the middle of the ocean, because all y'all were going there thinking y'all gonna be pilots, so y'all had to do the training, and they waited until y'all didn't qualify to be pilots.
After, right?
So y'all had to do the training.
Everybody did the training. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. And then they say, oh, about that, y'all ain't all gonna make it.
Right. Yeah. No. So, like I said, yeah, I'm with the double P here. I would, in a younger life, definitely, I was all about that. I mean, at one point in time, I thought I was going to do buds. I was going to cross commission and be a Marine because, like I was about that life. So yeah, but now I'm a little older. I was literally just having this conversation with one of my friends. Like, my bounce back's not the same. Like, after a night of hanging out with folks, like, I have to have a regular bedtime. I need ample recovery time. And you don't want to see Brother Gilliard in the front pew talking about, like, so,
yeah.
But no, like, I mean, that sounds very cool. And I think if you've been doing it all your life, it's the same thing. Like, you can probably get out there. Like, I could still go run, a ruck march for, the 2.5, 5 miles maybe. But, my recovery time the next day, like, I wouldn't be able to do it the next day, but catch me in a week or two, like, I can get back out there. But, it's like, so, your body reacts to different things if you drop off the training. So, yeah. But no, that sounds cool. And look, it's a great bar story, right? Like,
yes, it is.
And since I was 10, I had to have this weighted boulder. And do you understand that now my body is conditioned? And, like, you can tell like, ooh, buy him another one. And you telling people. And then there's this one wave, and then that training came in time. And don't you know that's why I'm here today? I just hope
they have good health insurance to take care of their body when the pain aches come through. That's what I'm thinking about. Good luck.
Point of view, JG. If Halle Berry or your top 5 or your hall pass walks into your office, do you shut the door and take care of that business, or do you call up wifey and say, hey, you want me to take care of this right now or not? Your choice.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I'm single, so Janet, come through. Come through.
So is you Janet Jackson?
Yes.
Okay, but you in a relationship and your girl is a 9. Your girl is a 9.
Not a 10 though.
Hey, what are you talking to you? So JG, what you gonna do? Are you gonna shut the office door and talk to Miss Janet?
Miss Jackson.
Is Miss Jackson for you? That tells us all we need to know.
If you know, you know.
He nasty.
Like, okay, so it does end. Like if this is new Bay, like on the way to being Forever Bay, then like I have to. All right, okay. Hold on. I had to go to but just stay right here. Look, my attendant will get you some coffee and stuff, and then I'd be like, I know you said, but I just wanted to make sure because this is really, and and start taking like pictures, like, okay, she's right there. You see, she's right there. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So so we good. So. Yeah, I mean,
it sounds like you shooting your shot. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity that you don't want to pass.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So
I understand that. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Polly, your top 5 walks into your office. John Hamm walks into your office. You shutting the door? You making a phone call? What's happening? What's happening?
Ain't no flip phone taking pictures.
Wait, there's a fold, there's a flip, there's a
fold. There's a whole bunch of flip phones
No,
right now. This is old school Motorola.
About the Razor.
the Motorola.
The Clam.
The Nokia. Okay, fine. You use your Nokia with the different color cases.
No, this is the phone of today that takes photos. First of all, okay.
Okay.
Will I act on it? No.
Oh, that sounds like a yes, JG. She's just looking for a way to make the phone call and let them down easy.
No, I won't act on it. Not yet.
Whoa. Okay. Look, JG's making a call already to find out, is this possible? So JG, I'm back to you then. This is the second part of the question. Does that go the other way? What happens when you get the call from your 9 and your 9 says, you ain't gonna believe who just walked in my office? Denzel just walked into my office. So I need to know, JG, is it all right? Can your 9 go and shut the door and have their hall pass?
So I'm a different kind of dude. Like, if we've already discussed it and we've already now on principle, I have to be a man of my word. So I'll be like, I just don't want no details. Like, I'm just gonna leave it up to imagination. Like, just, what is it? Mario Winans, I don't want to know. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we can say that anymore because of
Yes. That dude.
But what I'm saying is that, like, yes, if we've already agreed and she called me, I'd be like, okay, so cancel reservations or reservations for one. Like, just let me know. Like, I need to, and then the petty side of me be like, well, I'm gonna try to figure out if I can find,
Yep.
But yeah, no, if we've already agreed, I said it, I mean it, clear.
Okay, Polly, does that go the other way?
I'm absolutely fine with it, especially if there's a financial benefit coming my way.
Dang, she said indecent proposal.
Go for it.
Or in her case, check or cash. It sounds like she'll take Bitcoin.
I know
stock options.
You're not sure about Bitcoin, kind of unsure, but we'll figure out a method. Absolutely, go for it.
All right, this one is relationships. Polly, have you ever broke a male or female's heart?
Not that I know of.
Oh, you out here living the good life then. All right, okay. That was quick. JG, hey, aren't you in a fraternity where y'all are called pretty boys and, informally you guys use the Playboy, but you know what? I feel like I'm judging you. Have you ever? So I should just ask the nope. My bad. I let your past influence my questioning.
What are you doing here?
I'm going off of stereotypes here. That was wrong of me. I was a little biased there. Have you ever broke a male or female's heart?
So here, my intention was never to do that, right? But I have, in retrospect, like, the after action report came back. You meet up with somebody later on, and they're like, you really broke my heart, or you really. And I'd be like, oh, well, that wasn't what me. What's it? No, so that. But no, I wasn't out there trying to be like, oh yeah.
No. We don't care about your intent. No, we don't care about your intent. We care about the result. And it sounded like there was a couple conversations where you had to say, "Oh man, I didn't even know." Okay, now we got our answer, brother. We moving on. That one's in the ether. That's what we wanted. Heartbreaker. Didn't Mariah Carey make a song about that? About you?
No, it wasn't.
Let me count up. Let me see if y'all the same
Clearly, it
age.
was about Jay-Z. He was on the track.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It's your wedding. It's your wedding. And your mom invites your old girlfriend, JG.
But why?
Is the wedding canceled?
Exactly. But
What
why?
what are you doing?
Why? Oh, we still going.
What's happening?
I'm still going through with the wedding, but me and mom gonna have some words about this. Like, why are you harboring? Like, we've already talked about. You've known about this for X amount of time. Why are you trying to start something? You know, yeah, that would. I mean, I'm gonna act like I don't see her until I actually have to see her and be like, and you know, because your spouse to be gonna be like,
no, I can feel those elbows.
exactly, you know, like I didn't do it. It's about I'm gonna go, you know, and then and then straighten it out later. But we're here to handle business. Like I'm narrowly focused on the mission at hand. And then like I said, the after action report, Mom, what were you thinking? Like this ain't don't like as the kids say, don't be playing in my face.
No. Okay, Polly. Your mom invites your boyfriend, your old boyfriend, your ex, to the wedding. Are you gonna bail?
Security. Get them out of here. Maybe even both of them have to get out of there.
Oh, she said mama gots to go.
Yeah.
Playing games. Mama playing games, JG. Polly ain't here for the games.
No.
Man.
I got things to do, like get married. Keep moving.
Okay. Polly, we start with you. Do you hate your paycheck or like it?
I hate that it's not enough.
Right. You hate your paycheck. Thank you. All right. JG, do you hate your paycheck or like it? How do you feel when it comes in? You're excited or like, dang, man, like Polly said. That's why I worded it like this.
Well, I'm in a transition period, so when I get that paycheck, I'm gonna be real happy. But like when I get there, I'm like, woo! I think at different times in my life, I've hated it. I understand what you're talking about, but I think just right now, I'll be more appreciative. I'll be more understanding. I'm gonna love this paycheck, boy. I'll be like, yeah, let me talk to you a bit. So it's been so long since I seen it to you. You so fine. You know,
synced it at you. Well, that's a long time.
It also depends. Is it the 1st of the month or the 15th of the month? Because when that paycheck hit also determines the love-hate relationship. Just saying.
The first one is always it's a fly by night. It's a one-nighter. Like, okay, you were
Not
here
even.
and then you gone. I'm like, wait a minute, stay for a little bit longer.
Yep. I'm curious on you guys' point of view. I have a red hat. It's from my motorcycle club, sort of like this one. It's my favorite color. Like I coach in this one, but I take it off a lot and I hang it in the front dashboard of my vehicle so I could cool off. Because when I'm out coaching and stuff, it gets wet. So it's in the front of my vehicle and it dries out real quick because the vents and whatnot. And I'm starting to notice that a good amount of people that are walking past me when I was in the HEB here in Texas, our big parking lot of this big major grocery store that we have. And I saw a guy came by and he was about to give me the head nod. Like he was like, hey, because see, my windows are tinted. And he was about to give me the Make America Great Again head nod because he saw the red hat. But I don't think he knew the hat was because, see, my motorcycle club starts with an M. And so it kind of looks like MAGA and it's called Mayhem. And so I think the guy didn't notice that. And he was about to be like, so should I start wearing a different color hat if I don't want to be identified, Polly?
I mean, if you're confident in yourself, then you rock whatever hat you feel that you're entitled to wear. Is my PC answer.
JG, do I need to go ahead and Start rocking a different hat.
I'm a double down on her because that's my favorite color. It's my class color from the academy. It's my fraternity color. It's actually don't have any red sports teams. Sometimes my daughter likes red. Like no.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't.
He looked disheartened because he was ready. He wanted to give it to me. He was like one of us. He was close.
You should have just said that it's at home today. You should tell him that it's at home.
Yeah. I got a story to tell. This one is relationships. In the 1920s Germany, Adolf Adi Dassler started a shoe company with his brother Rudy. But after a bitter feud involving World War II imprisonment and the deaths of two of their family members, the brothers split the company in two. You may have unknowingly taken sides in the rivalry yourself. They're two competing shoe brands and are still popular today. Do y'all know what those shoe brands are?
No, I'm waiting for it.
I know one of them.
Adidas and Puma.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So his name is Adolf Dassler, but they call him Adi, and his last name is Dassler. Adi Dassler. Adi Dassler. So, and yeah, the other brother just went with Puma. So he's just like, I want to be whatever you're not. You going with a stripe? I'm going with the little curve.
The curve,
so,
yeah. Or the cat.
So who do y'all like? Do you like Adidas or Puma more? I want to see which side y'all taking. Adidas or Puma more? She said, "Oh, she got the crisp white on white high top." We know what's up. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
And she got the Puma. Girl, you better. She got the monochromatic. Ooh, shoe game on fleek.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I was like, where are you at? Okay. I guess she did tell me like she was close.
My shoe closet.
She's in her shoe closet, Again, she's got bellhops and she's got shoe closet. A closet.
No doubt. And Steinway put piano. She didn't say what brand. But I mean, if you got to inherit. So then poor boy, JG, because you don't have a piano, you don't have bellhops, and you don't have shoe closets. Right. So who do you go with? Whatever's on sale? Because you clearly are not poly.
Technically, but no, I've rocked both. When Pumas came out with the super soft foam inserts, I know now I sound like a real old dude. I really did like them. So I've got like the Ferrari branded ones. And, but before that, I don't like the what is it called? Like the velour, like textured. That everybody likes the other suede. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care for those, but like I do rock the other athletic like low cuts. And I don't have any.
She pulled out the suede on you.
Those don't really. Those aren't really. They're not my jam. But like I know that's what Puma's known for now. But those aren't my jam. But and actually, so now you caught me in a weird situation because like I used to rock Adidas all the time because Run DMC and
yes sir.
Weird thing. But
walk this way
for sure. But it was harder to find them at times, and then so I went from Adidas to K-Swiss because I like the stripe, the shell toe Adidas, right? But I started rocking the K-Swiss because they mimic that same thing, and I was like, oh
yes,
I was going for that look, so it was good.
Yeah, I was just wondering if y'all knew a little bit about that family history. Here's since we own relationships, I'm gonna stay there. He's 75 and I'm 53. We're 22 years apart and have been together 29 years. What y'all think about that?
Okay, I had this math.
Yep.
Just let it be. Leave them alone. They're too old. They're too invested. Let them be. It was okay back in the day.
JG, as your parting shot, he's 75 and I'm 53. We're 22 years apart and we've been together for 29 years.
Yeah, that's a woo. That's yeah. Look, we gotta let sleeping like Look, hey, I need you to go sit down, sir. I think we let sleeping dogs lie is appropriate. But at this point in time, it's too much. If we were gonna get them, we should have got them early. It's only weird when you think about it that way.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, they've been together for 29 years. Some people can get 29 months out of relationships, so they happy. Clearly, it's working. Hey, I want to say thank you guys for jumping on today. Thank you, everybody, for listening. It is the mighty JG and Polly Pockets. We appreciate you guys, and thank you, everyone, for listening. See you later.
Peace.